Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're taking a deep dive into a topic that, honestly, feels like an absolute superpower once you get the hang of it. We're talking about mastering Python file operations. Listen, if you've ever felt completely bogged down by manual data entry or found yourself just drowning in endless copying and pasting between documents, well, you're in the right place. This is exactly what you need.
Seriously, what if you never had to copy and paste data again? Think about how much time you've spent opening up a spreadsheet, copying a huge column of text, pasting it into a document, and then repeating that exact same process endlessly for hundreds of rows. It's manual, it's totally tedious, and let's be real, it's exactly the kind of Friday afternoon task that just makes you want to groan out loud. But here is the exciting reality. Python scripts can take over that entire burden for you. By letting a script handle your files, we're going to save massive amounts of time and, best of all, eliminate human error entirely.
Here is our quick roadmap for today. Section 1, Why File Handling Matters. Section 2, Reading Files in the Wild. Section 3, Writing Data like a Pro. And finally, Section 4, Connecting the Pieces.
All right, Section 1, Why File Handling Matters, the automation superpower. So, at its core, file handling in Python simply means reading and writing files using a Python script. That's really the whole fundamental concept. Instead of you personally using your mouse and keyboard to click open a document, read what's inside, or physically type out new information, we just write a tiny piece of code, a script that does the exact same thing on your behalf. Now, I know it sounds incredibly basic, but this simple concept, it is the engine behind massive data systems all over the world. Think of your computer's hard drive like a giant metal filing cabinet. To interact with it, you basically have to follow 3 mandatory steps. Step 1, you use the open command. You actually have to grab the handle and literally pull that specific file drawer open. Step 2 involves using .read or .write. You're either looking at the paper inside the folder or you're writing new notes onto a blank sheet. And finally, step 3, .close. You have to firmly shut the drawer so those documents are safely saved and don't get corrupted. Because, if you forget to close the drawer, things get messy very fast. This simple 3-step rhythm is really the heartbeat of how your script interacts with data. Picture this. Your manager asks you to read and sort 10,000 lines of data by Friday afternoon. As a human being, you're going to need hours of dedicated time, a really good night's sleep, and probably a massive cup of coffee to even make a dent in that. But a Python script? It does it almost instantly. It literally never gets tired, it doesn't lose focus, and it processes line number 10,000 with the exact same precision as line number 1. Moving right along to Section 2, Reading Files in the Wild, bringing data in. Okay, before Python even touches a file, you've got to declare your intentions. You use read mode, which is represented by a lowercase r, or write mode, represented by a lowercase w. Whenever you tell Python to open a file, you are required to pass it one of these letters. If you use R, you're making a promise to Python that you only want to look at the existing data, not change a single thing. It's actually a really critical safety measure built right into the language, just so you don't accidentally overwrite important information while you're simply trying to read it. Let's apply this to a real-world coding scenario. Say you need to analyze a massive server log file. We're talking gigabytes of server logs that would instantly crash standard spreadsheet software like Excel or completely freeze up a normal text editor. But in Python? First, we write file equals open, quote, server_logs.txt, quote, R. Notice that R right there. We are safely opening our filing cabinet drawer specifically to just view those logs. Next, we write data equals file.read. And with just that single elegant line of code, Python seamlessly ingests every single byte of that massive text file and stores it into a variable named data. No crashing, no freezing, it just pulls it right into your script for analysis. It is powerfully efficient. Which brings us to Section 3, writing data like a pro, generating output. So imagine automating your team's daily status report. We start by opening the file. File equals open, quote, daily_report.txt, quote, W. Because we explicitly used W for write mode, Python does something pretty magical here. If the file daily_report.txt doesn't actually exist on your computer yet, Python just automatically generates it for you right on the spot. If it already exists, well, it readies the file to accept new data. Then we execute file.write, quote, daily report output. This command directly injects our specified text right into the document. With just these couple of lines, your script is actively out there authoring content. Finally, Section 4, Connecting the pieces, the automated workflow.
Okay, here's the whole shebang. The ultimate architecture of computing. Input, process, output. First, you open the original file. Next, you read that source data into your script. Maybe you're searching through those massive server logs we talked about for specific warning messages. Then you open a brand new destination file. After that, you write your process data, perhaps a neatly formatted summary of those warnings, right into the new file. And finally, absolutely crucial last step here, you close all files, shutting those virtual drawers securely. When you string these logical steps together, you possess a script that can accomplish an hour of incredibly boring administrative work in just a fraction of a second.
Understanding this fundamental concept completely transforms how you interact with your machine, which leads me to a final thought for you. Now that your script can read and write, what are you going to automate first? Are you going to sort out that chaotic downloads folder? Maybe parse some messy financial spreadsheets? Or generate automated daily email updates for your entire team? The power is literally in your hands now. Keep learning, keep building, and let those scripts do the heavy lifting for you.